Hello and happy Monday, everybody. Let me just switch over to the comments so that I can see when you arrive. I'm so excited that you are here today. After a bumpy Mercury retrograde, how silly am I to be starting this during Mercury retrograde? But, you know, is what it is, and now it's better, and I think it's awesome. So we're going to start. I have my librarian glasses on today. Um, we're going to just say hello and hi, and thank you, first of all. Thank you to all our new subscribers, new family members. I'm so excited you're here. I was like so excited to get 100, and now I think there's like 112. I can't see if that's true or not, but I think that's what it is. Yeah, 112. Holy moly, little me, 112 people. Yay! So if you're here and you're new, and you love what we're doing here, then click subscribe, click the bell so you know when we go live and there's new videos, because I'm going to try and expand this stuff even more. um and then also there's a contest, so I'm going to get to that in just a memento. So first of all, welcome to this week's energy report and oracle cards. I did try a teleprompter last time. I did not like that. I'm going to kick it old school with an index card because that's what I like, and plus they don't go down. They just have typos or scribbles. So anyways, welcome. I'm Soul Coach Michele. This is the Soul Coach Studio channel. Here we do, oracle card pulls, intuition, and manifesting. So I am Soul Coach Michele, as you can see right here. I'm Soul Coach Michele. I am your friendly neighborhood super woo. I have to remember all this. Friendly neighborhood super woo, your soul coach and manifesting maven, here to share with you and make sure that you continue in the highest vibrational way throughout your soul journey and your manifesting path, because I want to make sure that you start manifesting everything you desire. I think that's the fun part of choosing to be in this plane. Okay, so let's get started. So welcome to you new peeps. I'm so excited that you're here. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Also, if you're new, I have other videos down below or in the playlist that you are welcome to check out. I would love for you to go and check that out. That's number one. Number two, Friday. Since I am new moving over to YouTube, you guys may not know this. Some of you may from my Facebook days. But every year, the Friday at lunchtime before Halloween, I do card pulls. So I come on the live stream, and if you are here live, you got to be here live. You can't post a question in the comments below. You have to be here live right here in the chatty area to come and get some cards pulled for you so that you can just have fun and see what spirit has to share for you. So every Friday on Halloween at lunchtime, Central US time, I do this annually for everybody because I love you and I want to say thank you. So come on over this Friday. The link is below to go and get a reminder so that you remember to come and hop on and join with me. So you're live so that you can chat over here in the chatty thing. And we can pull you some cards on Friday, this Friday, the 29th, right here on the YouTube channel. So come and hang out with me. Next, contest for subscribers. So below, there's a bunch of links. I think it's the first one is the October contest. So if you are new to the channel or you're old to the channel, or if you just want to get a free entry into my contest, and this month's contest is a free 3-card reading that will happen live right here on YouTube for the winner. So the rules to enter the contest, to register for the contest, are you got to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and then click the link to go and put your information in so you can get into the contest. Okay, and then next Monday, a week from today, I will pull the names. The last day to enter your contest is Friday. So again, on the same day we're doing the card pulls, we're going to close out the contest so that I can get that together so I can have it ready for next Monday to pull. And then we'll schedule another live stream to do that 3 card. So, and here's the thing. If you're a private person, you don't have to come live with me. If you want to come hang out live with me and we do like where we're doing almost like a Zoom on YouTube and we do this whole thing, I would love for that to happen too. But it's whatever your comfort level it is. So don't worry if you're enter and you're a private person, no big whoop. I will just like we can use a fake name, your first name only, whatever, and I'll just pull the cards like this. Or you might could join me if you don't care and you want to just come hang out. Okay, so that's up to you. So make sure you do that. Next, I'm officially launching this in November, but now I have a free manifesting course up and running. So if you would like to register for that course, it comes to your email. It's 7 days, so it's super quick. And that's kind of in the name, super quick manifesting email course. For you to kind of get a handle on whether you're new to manifesting or you're looking for a different perspective, whatever your jam is, come on over and sign up for that and just register for it. It's free. It's 7 days of just hanging out and videos coming right to your inbox. And that will help you create a practice that will get your vibration aligned to manifest the stuff that you want. So it's a kind of a quick start guide. So my poof is going the wrong way. So go ahead and do that. That's new. I'll talk more about that in November. But if you want to get a jump start on it, please feel free. Come on and pick that up for yourself. Again, it's a gift. And then lastly, this here, just so we're clear what's going on, this here is a reading for the collective. So it's the energy of the collective and how we're going to weather that and all that kind of stuff for this week. If you have something going on in your life that you need something a little bit more personalized and tailored just to you, feel free to go ahead and click that link below that says schedule a private reading. It happens on Zoom and you get a recording of it. And so we get to hang out, just you and me. We talk just about you and your stuff and what you need to do and what Spirit has for you there. So those are my things for this. Those are my announcements because we have to have announcements, right? So that's it. Those are things. I'll mention that stuff at the end just in case you missed it here in the beginning so that you can get all of your fun stuff and put it on your calendar so you don't miss a beat. But let's talk about the energy. So here in the collective energy report and oracle reading that I do on a weekly basis, what happens is I generally, before I get on here, because I get all happy that I'm here, so I want to make sure that I'm like zenned out and channel a good message for you. So what I do is I do automatic writing and channel out a message that Spirit wants you to know, and then we pull some cards around it, okay? So the first thing I want to do is grab my little note card and just read to you what Spirit has shared with me and channeled through me so that I can share it with you for what to expect. Like, what do we need an umbrella this week? What do we need this week? So just as an FYI, you know how Mercury retrograde was really like, holy shit, this is crazy. It's not that bad. There are still going to be some ups and downs. It's much more because, now we're kind of in the season of, we have folks kind of saying, I want to move forward, but I can't. And there's a lot of push and pull going on because we're coming to the end of the last 3 months of the year that is all about restructuring and all this kind of stuff. So you're going to feel a lot of this week. But that doesn't mean you have to participate in it. I want to be really clear about that. You get to choose. I want to always be clear you get to choose, and that is a big deal, okay? So that said, I just want to read this because I don't want to miss anything. So this is from channeled message from Spirit. Still feels very up and down, but this is still part of your restructuring, so don't worry. Okay, it's happening through the end of the year. The great shift is still in progress. You may see folks finally starting to move forward and you probably have seen this. There are some folks that are starting to finally move forward after like a year and 3/4 of either stagnation in their energy or their shift, or like just kind of almost, I don't know if you've ever been in a car wreck where that initial jarring is like, and you don't really you have to get your bearing. It's kind of like that. And some people get their bearings more quickly than others, and others still are just kind of like, what just happened? So don't worry, that's still in process, okay? And it's still going on. So some folks you may see finally starting to move, like the train is starting to move forward, okay? So you finally are witnessing some folks doing this. Um, and some folks might be just moving forward like at warp speed, and you're like, what the crap is going on? But that's because they've already chosen. It's almost like they know. So when you witness them, you're looking at them and you're watching their show, and they are just moving ahead at warp speed, and it almost can be a little disconcerting for you if you're not on that train, but that's because they've got some clarity, they've chosen to lean in, they've chosen to be part of that um, calling of their soul. So knowing that their inner voice is speaking from a place of truth for them, and their soul's guidance and their clarity is coming through really clear for them. And some folks just don't have that, and that's okay. So the thing is, if you are not on the warp speed train moving forward right now, I'm in the middle. I'll be honest with you. I like to be transparent. I am not at warp speed by any means right now. I kind of feel like I just boarded the train. I was like, here's my ticket to Hogwarts. I'm on the train, and we're kind of like looking at the candy cart, seeing like what things do we want to have and snacks do we want to have on the way. That's where I am. If that's you, that's cool. If you're still waiting at the station trying to figure out your destination, that's cool too. And if you're watching people fly by on the bullet train, that's okay. It may be tempting though to look at the bullet train and be like, why can't that be me? Or to self-soothe in icky ways like judgment. I don't know if you know this, sometimes judgment comes from trying to self-soothe. Self-soothe. So what happens when we do that is when you observe people, a lot of times it can be challenging to witness them rosin when you are just struggling away. Okay. And I don't want that to be for you because that creates resistance. So here's what Spirit had to say about this. When we witness other people kind of either they're on the bullet train moving forward, they're waiting for the snack cart to come while they're waiting to pull away from the station, or you're still in the station, or maybe you're in the bathroom, not quite knowing what to do. But understand this is what Spirit came through and I channeled from this morning. It says, do not create resistance to that which you wish to attract through jealousy, envy, or judgment for self-soothing. And this is if you are witnessing other folks doing stuff that you're like, and it may not even be what you want to do. It might just be like they know what they want and they're moving ahead, and you're just upset because you're like, shit, I can't even figure out what to wear this morning. And they're like, doing all kinds of stuff that, like, why can't I have that kind of ease and grace, right? When we start thinking that way, what happens is it creates resistance, because what happens when you're focusing on others and going, why not me? You know what that energy is? That energy is your focus on the absence of what you want, because you're not sure what you want, and you're witnessing someone that does know what they want and going after it. But you, my dear, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. So it's okay that you're sitting there, even if like you kind of know what you want, but you haven't gotten up and going over to get it yet. That's okay. Be okay with where you are this week, okay? Because the up and down comes from, if we lean into that self-soothing of envy, jealousy, judgment, all that kind of crap, trying to feel better about things, it just pushes it further away. And we sometimes will sting people we love and then feel bad about it later. So we want to make sure that your focus comes back and you see these folks as inspiration. You see them as witnessing the leaning in. You see them as, oh, I don't need to worry about where they're going. I just need, they're in my purview. They are in my experience, not to make me feel bad. I'm choosing to feel bad. I'm choosing to judge myself by judging them for not being where I think I should be. When exactly you are where you're supposed to be. You're there being asked to call in. And the reason you're getting these witness moments is so that you have an example of where you can go. It is doable. Sometimes folks, there's folks that go ahead and do things without any example, like Steve Jobs say, or Einstein, or all these other people who invent things. The path cutters, they know, and they are so certain in their calling, and they just go, and that's great. And we need folks like that. Sometimes we need to be the witness to folks like that, so we know it's doable. We might not be doing what they're doing, but we need to know it's okay to do what we want to do and that it is possible and you can just rise and rise. Okay. So when you see these folks moving at warp speed, rather see them as inspiration for you to lean into your own certainty about your journey. Know that focusing on what others have and you do not creates resistance because the focusing is on the absence of what you desire. I hate when I like do channel writing only because my handwriting sucks and I have to I have to remember what I wrote. I have to go back and look. But I'm going to say that again. When you focus on other people in the sense of, oh my gosh, why are they getting what they want and I'm not? What happens is you're creating resistance because the energy of that feeling is the absence of that which you desire. So when you focus on the abundance of it, meaning when you focus on it coming in for you, when you say, from the perspective of, say, the law of oneness, okay, the law of oneness states we're all one. We all are extensions of the same energy. That is why when we talk about things like if you're mean to somebody, you're mean to yourself. That's why the Ho'oponopono works, is this concept of the energy all comes from the law of oneness. So Spirit then says, focusing on the law of oneness and knowing that one has this thing, this experience of rising, of doing and following their soul calling. We all have it, and it creates an attraction for what you want. So if we can go from the law of oneness and instead of focusing on the separation of what they have and I do not, because technically that's bullshit, because you're creating separation within self and within other. Instead, if I am law of oneness and I see, Susie May, getting, I don't know, a new car. And I'm over here going, I really wish I had a new car. I mean, like, what makes her so special that she has a new car? If I focus on that way, what I'm doing is I am passive aggressively ignoring, but really, really sitting in the energy of the absence of the new car that I say that I want. But if I can look at her and go, oh, she got a new car? She has a lot going on. If she can do it, I can do it. And I sit in the oneness and I see the rise as something as an example for me, or I sit in that energy and say, oh, I feel like, oh, well, if I can rejoice in that, then I am already grateful for that which I am receiving. And my focus is on the abundance energy rather than the absence of the thing we want. So understand, this is Spirit's message for today. So what we're going to do is say in that energy, we're going to pull some cards. What do we need to know to stay focused this week on the abundance energy rather than the absence of what we want energy? And how do we do that when the energy of the week kind of feels a little like I'm gonna sting you, but then I'm gonna feel bad? Like that whole I'm reacting rather than responding. So what we need to ask Spirit is, what do we need to know to sit more in abundance, to sit more in love, to sit more in response versus reaction, judgment, jealousy, and all that stuff? What do we need to do? Where do we need to be energetically? So it's almost like, here's the weather report. Here's the umbrella you need to pick out of the umbrella bin to take with you so that you can make sure that you weather the storm, so to speak. Good morning, Dulcie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, how are you? I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so let's get some cards going. I'm just gonna, this one right here feels really good. And then that one, yep. Ooh, okay. And then this one. Oh, I love all these. Oh, okay. So it's really interesting. So life is speeding up. This is kind of what I was talking about. Lots of ups and downs. It's going to feel fast. Okay. Antelope spirit. It's going to feel like it's getting faster. You know why? Because Mercury retrograde is over. We're still in the shadow until the 7th, which means for the last 3-4 weeks, we were like on super pause. as opposed to the rest of the past year, which has been kind of like everybody's been like, don't worry, slow down, just figure out how you're gonna like lay your groundwork, draw your blueprints on how you're gonna restructure from the hot mess that was last year. And everybody's like, I freaking just want to get going. Well, y'all, it's on its way. It's gonna start speeding up. So know this. That's why this is coming through. Instead of trying to be like, why is everyone going faster than me? Say, okay, I can speed up with them. It is okay. And I can speed up without feeling the overwhelm, because if I do it at my own pace, I'm good. So understand, things may seem like they're going whoosh, 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 like the warp speed trains flying by you. But understand, even if you're in the bathroom at the train station, you're still good. As long, come on out. It's time to come on out the bathroom, wipe your eyes, wash some cold water on your face, and get your ass to the ticket counter, or at least start looking at the board to see where you want to go. That's kind of what this card is saying about this week, okay? So with that in mind, now when I do cards like this for the week, I'm not doing this week, that week, the next week. What I'm doing is, here's the message, and then here's our medicine to help us, and then the 2 supportive cards to do that. And all of them are face up this week, which is fabulous. Like nobody's ignoring things, all that kind of stuff. So next thing is be here now. Now, I think this is really interesting because when we have the main medicine, and I'm still learning the whole like which way to take the cards so that it looks like where it's supposed to be. So understanding that this week is feeling like it's speeding up, right? Because we're all starting to kind of feel the train and start to move forward. You might be on a locomotive, you might be on a diesel, you might be on the bullet train in Japan, whatever you're on. It's going to feel like it's speeding up no matter where you start from. Now, the funny thing is, and you cannot make this shit up, y'all. I need a sip. You cannot make this shit up. Next card, hummingbird spirit. Be here now. And I love this because if you ever watch a hummingbird, they're like, bish, 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 and they flap their wings so quickly, you can barely see them. Okay, so they are moving so fast, just like gazelle or antelope. I gotta get my animals right. But antelope is moving fast. It's saying you're moving fast. Now, reminder, the hummingbird moves at exponential speed. However, they are always in the present moment. So please make sure that even though life is speeding up, we don't focus on where we've been and regret. We don't focus on, oh shit, where am I going with worry. That lowers our vibration and resistance and pushes away that which we want to have called into us. However, when we move at that speed, but we're present in the moment, like hummingbird, your power is in the present moment. Your choices are in the present moment. Your decision, whether or not to feel good about what's going on, is in the present moment. So you can be high speed and still be present. Just plan your trip, y'all. Plan your trip, okay? And do so. I mean, and look at this card. It's so pretty. Look at her. Gorgeous, right? And she's just like happy, like just, yum, yum, yum. And notice the red flower. Red being the root chakra. She is just nourishing the hell out of that root chakra. So be in the moment, okay? In the moment, nourish that root chakra so it feels good. That's the point. And we do so with this lovely regal purple, which is our source energy. Lean into your source energy. Lean into that which you know is greater than you, to soothe and sing to your root chakra so you can slow down and be okay and be present in the moment. And when you do that, when you realize I can sit here and I can watch all the trains, I can be on the train, I can be sitting here choosing my direction, I can do all that stuff, but I have to do it in the moment. I have to be present. I have to do the things that keep me in the present moment so that I'm not lowering my vibration and manifesting shit I don't want and feeling like everybody else is getting what they want and I'm not. If we can sit there and instead of like observing the speed up feeling like crap, like we're missing something, we're missing our train. Instead, being present in the moment, time speeds up when I need more and slows down when I need less. And that kind of hummingbird like. When I can be in the moment, be here now, and then we can make those choices, because when you slow down and you slow it all the way down, you see very clearly the white owl. The wisdom of the owl comes in when we slow down. I love how we have two birds and antelope. So birds soar above us. They see more. The antelope kind of, if we're going to get on that frenetic antelope energy, they're always running around because something feels like that's being chased. Nothing's chasing you. Nothing is chasing you. You have the time. It will come and you will see clearly if you stay in your present moment. Don't worry that things are speeding up. Okay? Stand in your present moment and then the clarity will come. And I love this because there's a song by Beautiful Chorus. This group that's they sing affirmations and it's just gorgeous music. So if you have the opportunity and you want a meditation to kind of go along with this week's reading, I highly recommend their version. It's called Be Here Now. Be here now. Be here now. I love Beautiful Chorus. Go on. They're on Instant Insight Timer. They are on the YouTubes. They are amazing, and it's a great song to meditate to or just listen to while you're, cooking dinner, or if you're like me, you're going to can up some, muscadine grapes. I'm so Southern now. I moved down here from New York 20 years ago, and I'm so Southern now. I'm even canning, Southern fruits. But just find something to help you in the moment. Cooking does it for me. I have to focus. Sometimes people can't do the meditation in the traditional manner, but maybe if you sit and listen to music or sing along, singing is very meditative because you can't do anything but be in the present when you're playing an instrument or you're singing. If you're cooking, if you're focused on maybe your fur baby, that kind of thing. But try and understand that just because life is speeding up doesn't mean we get upset that we're not on the right train, because you are exactly where you need to be right this minute. But you have a choice. It's if you're not sitting there with the drink cart or the goodie cart and you're not on the bullet train and you're sitting there trying to decide on your destination, just take a minute. Be present in your moment. Don't, sit around and second guess yourself. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge yourself based on others' stuff. Be in your moment. Be there for yourself, and then you will see clearly and you will get to choose your destination and start moving ahead. And I am so excited to see that happen for you. Okay, that's it for this week. Want to remind again, check out all the links below for my contest. If you still want to enter, you can enter until Friday. And speaking of Friday, on Friday, right back here on the channel, I'm going to do card pulls. So you have to be here live at noon Central US time. So bring your brown bag, your lunch, and come join me. And if you can be live and see right here where Delcy is chattering away, that's where you can ask questions, and I will get to as many folks on Friday as I can to pull cards for you guys. And then let's see. Then there is also, if this was something that you loved, make sure you subscribe and click the bell so you know when I come back on here. And then let's see, what else was there? Oh, free course, Manifesting 7-Day Quick Start course is down below. The link is for that. I'll talk more about that next month. And if you need a private reading, just like this one, but bigger and more towards all about you, feel free to click the link to join me on Zoom, and we will do a private reading just for you. More info in the link. So that's it for this week, y'all. I love you so much. I'm so excited. I kept it to less than 30 minutes, like this much less. But anyways, join me every Monday right here for your weekly energy report, channeled message, and oracle card pulls so that you can navigate this week and manifest all of your dreams and just have a wonderful ease and grace and flow week. Okay, I love you so much. I'll see you right back here next week. Remember about the stuff below in the links. And other than that, I will see you in the vortex. Love you so much. Have a great week. Blessings.